Welcome to part 2 of Getting Your House Sold, the pricing strategy. Choosing the right price is absolutely critical in the success of selling your home. And the reality is that most agents are going to know pretty much what your house is going to sell for, and they're going to know this because they can look up in your neighborhood the recently sold comparable homes as well as the current active listings. However, what they will tell you it will sell for and what it will actually sell for are not often the same, and this is sometimes because the seller of the home will have an inflated belief of the value of their home for emotional reasons, and the agent at that point really wants the listing and will not try and talk them into the lower or more appropriate price. The reality is that the market is going to determine the value of your home. Think about it. Put yourself in the buyer's shoes for a minute. You have literally hundreds of homes to choose from. And you're going to be able to look at those homes and make a comparison and really figure out what the appropriate price for one of those homes is. So when you're selling your home, it's really important that you look at all of the comparable sales figures and try and remove as much emotion as you can so that you get the best price for your home when you first list it on the market. Understanding absorption rate is absolutely critical in choosing the right price. Let me give you an example of what absorption rate is. Let's suppose that there are 120 properties for sale in your price range, and on average 10 properties sell each month. Therefore, it's going to take about 12 months for the market to absorb all that inventory, assuming that no new inventory is added, but the reality, of course, is that new inventory is being added all the time. So if you want to sell in this competitive environment, you can't afford to be priced approximately right. Instead, you must be the very best price in your market segment. And speaking of market segments, there are glass ceilings to each market segment. So buyers will typically search, for example, if they want to spend $750,000, they're typically going to run a search up to $775,000. And if they're going to increase the price they search for, they're probably going to do it in increments of $25,000. So that means glass ceilings are $775,000, $800,000, $825,000. So pricing above a glass ceiling is going to drastically reduce the number of potential buyers for your house while not really increasing the amount of money that you're going to receive. For example, the price of $799,900, it's only $5,000 less than the price of $805,000, but it is from an exposure standpoint, it is significantly better because for someone to see your house at $805,000, they'd have to move their glass ceiling up to $825,000. Okay, so that concludes part 2. Next, part 3, so be sure and watch the compensation strategy to learn how that works. In the meantime, if you'd like to reach me, then my contact information is there on the screen, and I look forward to speaking with you.